Okay, everybody, I think because of the relatively light turnout, we're going to dispense with some of the formality here. I'm going to ask Brandon Sudge to get us started, and then we'll just open it up to questions after Brandon's question. Go ahead,
Man,
Brandon.
I'll lead it off, man. How about Team USA? Ryder Cup, baby. Come on now. Big time dub. Love to see that. All right, we're good now. I just want to say that.
Hey, Jake, I didn't really have anything, but I guess I'll ask you about golf and the Ryder Cup. What'd you think about Harris English?
Man, that's awesome. That Harris was a part of that team. Harris was at practice not too long ago. Harris is awesome. We over here at Georgia, obviously, we support him a lot. I personally am a huge fan. I love to watch him play, and getting to see him play in the Ryder Cup. I mean, it was really cool. I remember we were sitting in the locker room when he was teeing off, and a lot of the guys were real fired up to see him play. So that was just a really, really neat event. Especially because he's a guy that he'll come back around here, and he supports us a lot, and it was really cool to see him out there playing. Really happy for him.
Hey, Jake, I'll ask you a football question here. Second, week in a row, you guys will be playing a noon, 11 a.m., however you want to call it, kickoff. How much does it help having one of those last week? And for you personally, what's the biggest adjustment you have to make to get ready?
Yeah, sure, it helps having one last weekend. No matter what time we play at, we've pretty much all of us have, played at just about every single time slot that we've been given. And, having it last weekend is cool. Adjustments wise, it really doesn't change too much for us. The only thing that changes is you just have to wake up a little bit earlier, which really isn't that big a deal in the grand scheme of things. But other than that, it's really not that much different. It's just a little bit earlier in the day. So
thanks, man.
Hey, Jake, I wanted to ask you, Kirby Smart had some comments after the Vanderbilt game about one of your kickoffs, and I guess he didn't seem too pleased that you didn't kick it into the end zone, but it ended up resulting in a fumble on that play, and Georgia recovered it there. Did you hear from Kirby at all about that kickoff, and what did he sort of say to you afterwards?
Yeah, we got to work back this week at practice, just trying to clean some things up, trying to make sure that we can get ready for this next upcoming game. We're never gonna go out there and be perfect, and everything's not always gonna go as planned. So just getting back in the lab and getting back to work on everything, and just continue to have a lot of confidence is that's kind of what we went back to and got back to work with. So.
Jake, Kirby told us today that Scott Cochran has been back around the team a little bit. What's it been like having him back in the building?
Yeah, Coach Coch's awesome. He's a huge part of the family here, and everybody on this team loves him. We're just continuing to support him, and we just everybody on this team is here for him. We all love him dearly, and it's awesome to hear that he's doing so much better. And we're really looking forward to him continuing to be the guy that he is.
Jake, with a couple of the kind of pin backs, I'm thinking about Aaron Smith or Amir Speed. Do you ever catch yourself kind of losing focus and kind of watching who's running down there? Because I know you have assignments after the ball leaves your foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Most of the time, I'm kind of just focusing on the catching the ball, punting the ball, seeing the ball. But in regards to who's running down there, obviously, we don't ever want anybody to get injured. We don't ever want anybody to to be out. But if that does end up coming up and we have to throw another guy in there, we're not worried about anybody that we put in there. Everybody that we put in there is going to be really good at their job. We're blessed with a lot of talent here. And we got a lot of guys that, come to practice, they compete, they work really hard, and it gives you that feeling of, comfort out there that no matter who's out there, we feel good about what we have.
Questions, anyone else? Anybody?
I'll ask you about the other job that you have. I know you have multiple, but early in the season when Pod had missed a couple of kicks. Do you do anything different to try to boost him up, whether it's just personally? I mean, I know holding is not that much different, but I know that's a unit thing. So do you get in his ear at all at that point?
Pod's a phenomenal kicker. The ball absolutely jumps off his foot. He's really good. And it's one of those things that, in life, you're going to miss a couple kicks. It's going to happen. We never want it to happen. Obviously we aren't very pleased when it happens, but it's going to happen. So, just being there and just being able to be someone who he can lean on. Everybody's gone out there and had a mistake. I sure have. Everybody has. And just being able to have a friendship in that is just, I'm just trying to be there for him no matter what happens. And I know that he's always going to bounce back. He's really good. He works really, really hard. And I continue to look forward to seeing how well he does the rest of this season.
Jake, I guess you crossed over with Coach Pittman 2 years while he was here. I don't know how much time y'all spent together, but what would your best Coach Pittman story be?
Oh man, gosh, I don't know if I got any huge Coach Pittman stories. I love Coach Pittman. He was awesome. I personally didn't get to spend as much time with him, given I'm a punter and, he was working with the O-line. So I don't really fit that category, but, I don't know if I could tell you that I have any stories, but, he was awesome when he was here. We really enjoyed having him here and, he's a really great guy. So.
Anything else from anybody?
Are you a Bryson or Brooks guy?
The age-old debate right there, huh? It's tough to pick sides. I'm probably, and this is a really tough one because you're flirting with two opposites here. I'm probably gonna say Brooks, and my reasoning is because I really like it how Brooks really tries to turn it on for the majors. I think that's really cool. I like how competitive he is when it comes to that. I'm all about that. I will say though, I think that what Bryson's doing with the game and how he's hitting the ball really far, a lot of people don't like that, but he's just out there trying to do something a little bit different, and you can't really knock a guy for that. So I think what Bryson's doing is cool in a sense, but I probably have to say if I was rooting for one, playing against the other, I'm probably going to be rooting for Brooks. I've enjoyed watching him play over the past few years.
All right. Anything else from anybody? All right, Jake. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.